gentlemen, put your hands together for Akina Long-Benton.
So, it's 1993, and I'm a junior in college. And my best friend, she asked me to go to Las Vegas with her and her family. And the trip is perfect. I'll be on spring break, the price is right, I can afford the trip. The only problem is I don't quite have enough money to really enjoy myself once I get there. So I have a little spending money, but not quite enough to enjoy myself. So I tell myself I'm asking my dad. I go to my father and I say, Daddy, I want to go to Las Vegas. You know, will you pay for this trip for me? Nope. You in college? You a broke college student? You need to feel like a broke college student? No. I will not be paying for a luxury trip for a broke college student. So of course I'm crushed because I was really expecting for him to say yeah, because I've never been to Vegas, so I'm really excited. So I then go and ask my boyfriend, and he says, I'll loan it to you. Wasn't that great of a boyfriend, I know. So I'm like, he could have easily just given me the money. I mean, I'm working part-time, he's working full-time. He could have given me the money, but again, not that great of a boyfriend. So I'm off to Las Vegas, and we decided as her family to get tickets to go to see Al Jarreau. And lovely, concert we're excited to go see. And as women customarily do, we say, well, let's go to the bathroom before the concert begins. So I go into one bathroom stall. My girlfriend, she's in the second bathroom stall. And she kicks this eyeglass case over to me. And she says, is that your eyeglass case? And I think it's a weird question because I don't wear glasses. I'm rarely seen in sunglasses. So I thought it was a weird question, but I reached down because curiosity got the best of me. And I open it up and I see hundreds and 50s and 20s and more hundreds and more 50s. So I put my pants back up and I run out the bathroom. So she comes out, and when she comes out, I say, let's go in that bathroom all the way across the ballroom. And we were walking over there, because to me, I gotta get away from the scene of the crime. I gotta get away. So I go into the stall, and I'm trying to count the money, but my hands are shaking because all I see are hundreds and 50s and 20s and a few 5s and 10s tucked in. But as I'm looking through the eyeglass case, I'm trying to find like an ID or some way somehow to connect myself to a human being. Like, he lives in Idaho. He looks like a broke farmer. Like, he needs this money. I got to get this back to him. Oh, she lives in Beverly Hills. She don't need this money. You know, I'm trying to rationalize in my mind how I'm going to like keep this money. So do I give it away? Do I keep it? Like, what do I do? And I'm like, well, if I give it away, how do I know that that person is gonna make sure the owner gets, the money? So choices, like, what do I do? I decide I'm keeping this money. So I come out of the bathroom stall. Now I know I got some explaining to do. I done been in 2 stalls, haven't flushed the toilet, haven't washed my hands. I know my girlfriend is like, okay, did my girl just turn nasty overnight? Like, what's going on with her? So she I meet her at the mirror, and I was like, I found some money. She's like, what? What do you mean? I found some money. How much? What do you? I don't know how much it is. So I just show her, all this money. So then she starts jumping up and down. We're rich! We're rich! We're rich! We're rich! And I'm looking like, okay, she done just learned French in college. What she mean we? What she talking about we rich? I don't get that. But I can't fool with that right now, because in my mind, I got to get back to this concert because I don't want any questions from her cousins and where y'all been? The bathroom was just right there. What took y'all so long? I didn't want any of those questions. So before we get back to before we leave the bathroom, I said, you can't tell anybody anything. And she's like, okay, I won't say nothing. So I'm almost sprinting back to the concert because I don't want any questions. But I got this eyeglass case tucked deep, deep down in my purse. And I'm just running back. She doesn't say a word. I don't say a word. We just trying to get back to the concert. So we get in the concert, and My drink of choice at that time was a fuzzy navel. So I'm enjoying myself, drinking my fuzzy navel. She just gulping down Tangerine tonics. That was her drink of choice at the time. So I'm getting my groove on. I enjoying myself. Sing it, Al. I'm really, really enjoying myself. I look over at her and she's like, I nudge her like, dog, you can't do that. Like, no, you can't give this thing away. So I'm ignoring her, back into my groove. Don't hurt him, Al. Like, I'm really, really enjoying myself. I look back over at her and she's like, I'm like, really, dog? Like, you really gonna blow this for me for real? Like, you cannot do that. Okay, just enjoy the concert. So now the concert is over and we're headed to dinner. It's customary in her family for the men to pay for the women, and her uncle was assigned to pay for my meal. I got a ton of guilt because I got a purse full of money, but this man got to pay because I want to pay for everybody's meal, but I can't because I can't give it away. So, and then I got to decide, okay, do I feel guilty, let him pay, or do I blow my cover, don't let him pay, and just, everything is out or whatever? Again, I got some choices I got to make. So I'm like, you know what? I'm about to live with this guilt. I'm let this man pay for my dinner, and, it's going to be all good. So we have dinner. It's kind of back to normal, or at least as normal as it can be when you got a purse full of money and your girlfriend knows you got a purse full of money. So we're back at the hotel, and I can finally ditch this eyeglass case. I can get rid of the evidence. So I get rid of the eyeglass case, and we're back at the hotel room, and I can lay out all this money, and I can systematically count it, because again, I don't even know how much it is still. So I laid out the hundreds, I laid out the 50s, I laid out the 20s. You guys get the idea. So people who not used to money do crazy stuff with money. Throw it up in the air, tear up your $1 bills. I didn't do that. What I did was I decided that I was gonna make me a tuxedo tails, but it wasn't gonna be made out of cotton or cloth. It was gonna be made out of $100 bills, and I was gonna be in a thong. Now, I hope that picture don't show up nowhere. That's gonna ruin my career that I decided to be a politician, but I might be in good company with the folk running now. You never know. I don't know. So, I'm having fun with my money. I'm enjoying myself. I'm prancing around in the mirror, enjoying myself in my thong, in my $100 bills, covering my tush. And I get interrupted by, I want $500. What? Hello? So I'm like, so I'm thinking if I gave her a nickel, it's a nickel more than what she had. Like, where'd she come up with the number 500 from? She was like, I'm broke, I'm in college, I got tuition, and I'm looking like, okay, I'm broke, I'm in college. I didn't have tuition, I was on scholarship, but I'm broke, I'm in college. Like, it's other stuff you got to pay for. So I said, you know what, here. And I begrudgingly give her $300. She begrudgingly takes the $300 because she mad that it wasn't the full 500. But mind you, we're there 3 or 4 more days, and she makes out on the other $200 with lunch, dinner, souvenir shopping. She makes out on the other $200. So I'm a cheapskate. I took $12 out of my original money that I came there with. I was on the nickel slots because I don't believe in giving my money away to somebody without a guarantee I'm gonna get some money back. I spent $12. I didn't see no money coming back to me. I was done. So my gambling was over and done with. So we're leaving Vegas, and we're on a plane ride. I'm sitting next to her mother, and her mother leans over to me and says, I heard you found some money. My heart sunk. I'm like, did my girl just betray me? Like, whatever happened to what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Like, really? So I'm just like, oh my goodness. I didn't confirm or deny. I just sat in that seat like, I cannot believe this. This has to be a dream. I cannot believe this. So we're back home, and I can't wait to tell my mom and my sister. I tell my mom, and she's shocked. She can't even believe that it happened. And she's like, after she gets over her shock, you know you're gonna have to tithe off that money. All right, mama, here. I just took 10%, gave it to her. Now, did my mama take that money to the church house and put my name on that envelope? Because I'm trying to get credit with Jesus, okay? Did she put my name on that envelope? I don't know. I got to trust the process because I didn't feel like going to church that day. So I got to trust that I got credit for what I gave her. So then I tell my sister, and my sister was like, you know you can't deposit that money. I'm like, what do you mean? She was like, you broke. You don't make that much money. You cannot deposit that money. I'm like, okay. And I'm back in my mind, big brother's always watching. So I put the money in a shoebox in my closet. $20 here, $100 there, $200 here. Over time, the money just disappears, which makes me trust the saying, easy come, easy go. Absolutely. So about a couple of weeks later, I am at an alumni meeting, and I run into one of my colleagues, and she was like, how did it go? I mean, did you do anything on your vacation, on your spring break? Did you relax, you enjoy yourself? I'm like, dog, you are not gonna believe what happened. And I tell her the story. She says, ooh, Keena, you dirty. You dirty, Keena. Ooh, Keena, you just dirty. And I'm like, what do you mean I'm dirty? Like what? You should have gave your girlfriend all or at least half of that money. I'm like, what? She kicked my gift to me. What you mean? Give her the money. She was like, you dirty, Keena. You just real dirty. Now, it never dawned on me to give her half or all. It never dawned on me. I don't mind sharing, but I don't, half? It never dawned on me. I didn't like that colleague that much, no way, so I ain't listened to her. So what I learned, because this was over 20 years ago, since then, I've become a minister. And I look back on lessons that I could have gleaned from that. And what I've learned was the power of forgiveness. I've forgiven my best friend for betraying me and telling her mother my business. And I forgive my 20-year-old self for holding on to all of that guilt. Absolutely, okay? Does anybody want to know how much money was in there? Y'all do? Damn, y'all know. Y'all want to know for real? You do? I'll never tell.
Akita Long-Benton.